James, you want to start us off?
Yeah, I'll start. Josh, I know you all, I guess, are forced to be unselfish because of the wide receiver position. But what is that balance like? I feel like we say, oh, you can be selfish, you can be unselfish, we follow every week. But like, what is it like for you? And and are you supposed to be selfish, unselfish? How do you view it when you don't know if the ball's coming to you every time?
Nah, yeah, I mean, as a receiver, definitely got to be selfless. But everybody I've talked to always says if your receiver don't have a little bit of selfishness and want the ball, then that's not a receiver you want on your team. So I feel like it's just about taking advantage of any opportunity you can get. We got a pretty deep receiver room, and then we got Tyler as well, and we got JT. So whenever your opportunity is called, it's like at a premium to take advantage of it and just make the best play you can.
Stephen, go ahead.
Hey Josh, speaking of being selfless, I mean, you mentioned Tyler. He gets a lot of balls, but they've also implemented a lot of a lot of unconventional stuff with him. You know, whether he's that like yesterday he threw the ball, he's run the ball, whatever. Um, what do you think that does in terms of defenses having to prepare for something un, unforeseen, and can that positively affect other guys? You know, because they're maybe
Yeah.
focusing on that.
No, I mean, like you say, he does a lot of different things, makes a lot of plays. So defenses have to prepare for him, kind of like they haven't really had to prepare huge for that position the past few years. So he's doing big things in that spot, and it's allowing like other things to open up when the ball is thrown in another place or running the football. JT's doing an excellent job. So we just have a lot of a lot of different weapons on the offense, and him coming in has been huge for this offense, and he's been a great piece.
And one quick follow up. I mean, Shane seems like he's pretty good about like when he wants to get the ball to somebody, like he kind of finds a way, regardless of what the defense is doing. Is that fair? Do you feel like?
I feel like I mean, he's the OC, him and Jim Bob, so they know like if somebody hasn't had a touch, I guess, in a while, or they feel like somebody needs to get involved, and they do a good job of getting everybody going and getting everybody a chance to touch the rock because we do have a lot of people on that offense.
Okay.
Joel, go ahead.
Josh, this might be a dumb question, but like, what's the key to making the right first move after you catch the ball? A lot of your catches are, where you've kind of turned your back to the secondary. Is it just knowing where the guys were before you turned, that kind of thing?
Yeah, just having a feel for a game, just born and blessed, with a natural instinct and for different areas of the field. So just kind of understanding where you last seen somebody, or sometimes like as a football player, you can honestly like just feel people around you, and then you can kind of go off that. But yeah, just knowing being in meetings, knowing what coverages they're gonna run, where a guy might be when you catch the ball, that's huge.
Chop.
Yeah, another thing on Tyler Warren. I mean, you've been around him since he's been here. You're at practices, you're at walkthroughs, and the different ways they've used him. Do you sort of wonder what might be next? I mean, the way they find ways to be creative with him.
I mean, I know that they're gonna keep using him in a bunch of different ways. So, he's played a great first 5 games of his career, and defenses are only gonna try to make it harder to get him the ball. So yeah, they're gonna start mixing it up differently, and then yeah, it just allows other people to make plays, which will open him up again. So I mean, I feel like just complimentary football, what coach was talking about yesterday, and we just got to keep that up.
We can do a couple more, James.
Josh, last year, all eight of your wins were by one possession, and then you already have three wins this year by at least 21 points. Aside from, I guess, the points and the record, what feels different about this group, and why do you all think you are able to have taken, I guess, that next step?
No, I mean, just kind of like you said, like last year, like all eight of our wins were within a close game, and it's just like we were like blowing people out in a sense. Like we're playing up to a certain standard every game, and it's not like because we're playing them we're gonna play this good, or because we're playing this team we're gonna play that good. It's just a matter of like we're just gonna hold to our standard, go in there, practice every week, and go out there and compete. And we've done that pretty good the first 5 weeks, and we just gotta keep that up.
That'll do it for today, Josh. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. What's up, Neville? How's it going?
Hey, how we doing?
Doing well. If anyone has any questions, go ahead and drop your name in the chat. James, we can start with you.
Neville, what do you think has been the biggest difference in this pass rush the last couple of weeks and really getting after the quarterback and, making their lives miserable?
I think the biggest thing for us is that, we got a lot of guys, or everybody's just bought in, bought into the system. Um, Nobody's selfish, and everybody just wants to make, plays within the confines of the defense. And I feel like, we've been working to perfect our craft and just focusing on the little things and just making it about us. I feel like, every day that we come to work, guys are bought in and just trying to make sure we're all on the same page. And I think it's been it's been working out for us for sure.
And one quick follow-up. Do you think that Latu is getting a little selfish with the interceptions? I mean, not many defensive linemen get picks. Now he got two, and everybody else, you probably want a little bit of that.
Man, I told my bro Latu, man, he's a jack of all trades. I said, you got my guy that can set the edge, he can rush the passer. Now you got two picks, man. He could do it all. I told him in the offseason, you better make sure you tap in, add those drops to his offseason workouts, the way he's been setting up. I'm super proud of him, man. Like, I just know how far he's taken his game, just from obviously his first year in the league and just me being here and seeing it firsthand. Like, he's a guy that's bought in and he demands the best out of himself and the guys around him. So definitely proud of him, not surprised because he's been putting in that work. So, when you put in that work, you're going to set yourself up to be ready for those big moments. And that was a crucial moment right there. So shout out to him.
Joel, go ahead.
You've been playing kind of all over. You played, one tech, three tech, five tech, all that stuff. Have you ever played a role this varied where you're playing different stuff on every snap?
I think over the past couple years, I kind of just say, I've been exposed to all positions on the line, and I'm really just appreciative. Definitely appreciative for the fact that these coaches trust me and feel that they can kind of put me anywhere and I can still be effective, and that's all I'm trying to do. We got a great team here, got a great defense, and whenever I get an opportunity to contribute, no matter where I'm at on the D line, I'm gonna do just that. So I'm just grateful for the opportunity, and wherever I'm at, I'm gonna do my very best to make sure that I'm locked in and making sure that we do what we need to do to as a defense to you know to be who we need to be.
Steven.
I'm wondering something. You guys are probably getting used to this now. What is it like on defense playing with a big lead? Because you guys have had some this year. I mean, there's probably nothing better, I'm guessing.
I mean, I don't want to say, getting used to it. The standard that we've created and the standard that we have for ourselves is very high. So we know um, that when we play our best ball, when we strive to play our best ball, great things can happen. One thing I love about this team, like again, back to the defense, we're not keeping track of score. We're not worried about. Not saying that we're not worried about the other team, but we're more focused on us and making sure that we play our best ball. And I think that's been the best mindset that we've had. And I feel like that's a contributing factor to the success. And we that's all we focus on next play. Like how can we be effective? If this play right or wrong, it's about making sure that we're at our best. And I think it's working out. And it's as solid as we are, there's still a whole nother level that I feel that we're working on trying to hit.
Does I wonder though, does it give maybe it's a question for Lou, but does it give you some advantages though? Like, whether they become a little more one dimensional, obviously, and then maybe you can take some chances with the play calling. I don't know.
Right.
Is it any different when you do have a little bit of a lead from that
I feel like
perspective?
that's that's universal within within the
Hmm.
game, right? So whenever you're able to slow down a team or stop them from doing things that they do well, I feel like it definitely allows the game to kind of go the way you want to go. But obviously, the Coach Lou's done a great job in making sure, putting us in the right positions. Obviously, D line coach, Coach Charlie, especially making sure the D line is ready. So I feel like it kind of goes hand in hand. Like I feel like it's always a great thing when the coach and the players are on the same page, and it
Hmm.
allows you to have the success that you want to have on the field.
I appreciate it.
A few more, Jake.
Hey Neville, you guys have got Kyler Murray coming up this week. As an interior guy, does it change your approach at all in a game like this where a guy can get to the boundary so quickly, or How does it change for you when you're facing a guy who's not just like kind of a normal pocket passer?
Right, and got a lot of respect for Gallimore. Obviously, he's done great things throughout his time in the league, and again, it just goes back to making sure that we home in on the things that we need to home into. Obviously, Coach Lou and the rest of the defense staff are going to come up with a great plan, and we're going to have to do our job to make sure that we stop Kyler from doing what he does well, right? So I think big challenge this week. We're looking forward to it, looking forward to the opportunity to compete. And again, it's more so just about focusing on us and making sure that we're all locked in and making sure that we're on the same page.
That'll do it for today. Thanks, Neville.